Let's continue.
There was never a worldwide flood that covered Mount Everest like the Bible says.
Never a worldwide flood that covered Mount Everest. Exactly. Did you know that they find seashells, giant shells, okay, the size of Volkswagens, on Mount Everest? This is 2 miles above sea level. You're telling me that there was no flood? Okay.
Jonah did not live inside a fish's stomach for 3 days like the Bible says.
Okay. There was a guy named James Bartlett. There's a story about him getting sucked up by a whale, and 48 hours later or something like that, they found him and he was still alive. He just lived and his skin was bleached for the rest of his life. However, this has not been verified. We do not know that this is true. I have looked it up on the internet myself. I don't know it's true. The only person that I believe was ever swallowed by a whale was, in fact, Jonah, and lived to tell about it. There were some very unique situations that happened with Jonah. Whenever he was on the boat, they threw him off, and instantly the rain calmed. Okay, so that right there is a miracle. The Bible says that the fish that swallowed him was prepared. I don't know if the fish was just already automatically big enough to swallow him, or if it was a very special fish made for him, or if the fish was prepared as in, prepared as in waiting for him. If y'all understand that, then let's move on. There's the gourd that grew up real quick to give Jonah shade, and then it withered away and was eaten by a giant worm. Now that right there, that's a miracle. I don't see any way that the gourd could grow so quick under normal conditions. So the situation with Jonah, the way that it's described in the Bible, is a miracle. And there is no way to confirm this. So you either accept it, you either believe it, or you don't. There is no evidence of it happening. Okay, you believe it or you don't believe it. All right, let's move on.
God did not create Adam from a handful of dust like the Bible says.
Okay, you're making statements here that just simply cannot be proven. Okay? They can't be proven and they can't be disproven. Personally, I think that the fact that whenever we die one day and we become dust again, that's, for me, whenever I was very young, that was pretty much a good deal of evidence.
These stories are all nonsense. Why would an all-knowing God write nonsense? It makes no sense, does it? So you create some type of very strange excuse to try to explain why the Bible contains total nonsense.
Creation, the flood, the story of Jonah. Okay? There's a lot of stuff that happened in the Bible. And there's a lot of stuff that it's written in such a way that it either happened or it didn't happen. Okay? And I'm actually gonna make a video probably tomorrow and explain some more of these miracles to show you that there's no way that they can be explained by scientific means. There's just no way. Alright, well, this video has dragged on for long enough, and I'm going to let y'all go. It's been a good one. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Bye-bye.